We are looking at introducing new methods that are both practical and engaging.
Testing 1 2 3 1 2 3. Hi, my name is Nandlal Yadav. I am based out in Pune. I like to play volleyball, basketball, chess, and cricket. I am learning this core PTE test as I am wanted to relocate to Canada. Also, in my future, I would like to explore new opportunities in Canada. That's why I am learning this course. Thank you for your attention. People are waking up to the problem of environmental degradation. Efforts are being made all over the world to reduce carbon footprint. People are waking up to the problem of environmental degradation. Efforts are being made all over the world to reduce carbon footprint and promote sustainable development. Environmental conservation is no longer only about mandating factories to adopt greener practices or ensuring that vehicles on the road are checked regularly for their pollution levels. It is wider than and in that and encompasses all industries. Air filters are a vital part of the engine and help keep it running smoothly. A clogged air filter can be the cause of noise. Air filters are a vital part of the engine and help keep it running smoothly. A clogged air filter can be the cause of many problems with the air with the car, including decreased gas mileage and increased emissions. Air filters protect the engine by capturing dirt particles that may enter through the air intake. Our genes serve as an operating manual for the cells of the body. Genes tells cells what to do and when, but copying errors in those operating manuals known as mutations can lead to misspelled instructions that can change how cells operate. Scientists now know that some of those mutations can lead to disease. The COVID 19 pandemic created an enormous level of stress on a global scale, leading to elevated levels of anxiety, depression, and other mental illnesses. Along with this was a disruption and challenges in the delivery of mental health services that were traditionally provided in the office. A typical fence with a few wires allows most animals, such as lions or wild dogs, to go over, under, or through it. For larger mammals, such as elephants and giraffes, we will create large fence gaps that consists of a sloping, loose rock wall. Because of rhinos' short, stubby legs, they are unable to scale these rock piles. China's biggest online search company, Baidu, said it would make self driving car technology available to others in a bid to advance autonomous vehicles and perhaps to become an industry standard in the same way that Google's Android operating system is for smartphones. Baidu's Apollo project will distribute technologies to developers and car makers, initially for use in restricted environments as soon as July.
A potential solution involves implementing on-demand electric car rental systems.
A potential solution involves implementing a on-demand potential car electric system.
Without action, the possibility of energy shortages looms in the future.
Without action, the possibility of energy shortages looms in the future.
Most individuals experience feelings of loneliness at some point in life.
Most individuals feel experiences of loneliness at some point in life.
The artist used an apartment as his unique studio space.
The artist used his apartment as an unique studio space.
The artist will show his work at the National Art Gallery.
The artist will show his work at the National Art Gallery.
He used different brushes to make his art more interesting.
He used different brushes to make his art more interesting.
You must coordinate with your tutor to set a meeting time.
You must coordinate with your tutor to set a meeting time.
Many fast foods contain an excessive amount of added sugar content.
Many fast foods contain an excess amount of added sugar content.
Some people propose a tax on unhealthy food to discourage consumption.
Some people propose tax on unhealthy food to discourage overconsumption.
Investing in road systems is crucial for improving urban infrastructure.
Investing in road systems is crucial for improving the urban road infrastructure. See bar graph. There are The given image provides a bar graph describing weekly broadcast hours by program type. On the horizontal x-axis, we can see there are various categories listed as news, sports, drama program type, comedy, and documentary. These are various program types being listed in pink color. Also, on the vertical x-axis, we can see broadcast hours per week ranging from 0 to 25. The maximum hours was consumed by news, which is 25, and the lowest was consumed by documentary, which is 5. Overall, this image provides a very informative knowledge about various categories. Those are declining. Average occupancy rates. The given image highlights. The given image provides a bar graph describing average occupancy rates. On the horizontal x-axis, there is a range from 0 to 80 describing average occupancy rate. On the vertical y-axis, we have hotel star ratings ranging from 1 star to 5 stars. We can clearly see 85% of the 5-star hotels have the highest occupancy rates, whereas the lowest occupancy rate was from 1-star hotel, which is 45%. Overall, this image provides a upwards occupancy rates from 1 star to 5 star, and it's a very informative image. Thank you. Water consumption percentage change. The given image provides a bar graph along with a line graph. A combination of both is providing information about industrial manufacturing, water consumption, and percentage change. On the horizontal x-axis, we have years ranging from 2016 to 20. On the vertical y-axis, we have water consumption ranging from 0 to 120 in cubic meters. We can see the highest industrial manufacturing water consumption was in year 2018, which is around 130, and the lowest was in 2019. Also, there is a varying percentages change, so the image is very informative overall. Bar graph, the fluctuating change, increasing and decreasing overall, fluctuating monthly online course enrollment. The given image shows us as a line graph. The image provides information about monthly online course enrollments. We can see on the horizontal x-axis there is a years, and also there is a months mentioned from January to December. On the vertical y-axis we have number of learners ranging from 1000 to 4500. We can see from January to June there is an increase, then further till September there was increase, in between there is a decrease, but the number of learners ranging from 0 to 45,000. And overall this image is providing very good information, and the fluctuation of learners in numbers is seen.
You've organized a weekly book club meeting with your friends, and everyone's excited to discuss the latest read. However, upon arrival, you notice some attendees haven't finished the book and are unable to participate fully in the discussion. You need to remind everyone of the importance of reading the assigned material. What would you say to your friends?
Hello friends, as you all know, I have organized a book club meeting and everyone was excited to discuss the latest read. However, I have noticed like some of our friends haven't finished the book and were not able to participate in this discussion. I need to remind everyone the importance of reading because of the assigned materials. The assigned materials carry a vital role in everyone's development, and they will improve their vocabulary and enhance the future growth opportunities as well. So I would recommend everyone to participate fully, and if there is any concern, please let me know. I hope everyone will understand.
You are attending a live performance, and the person sitting next to you is talking loudly, disrupting your enjoyment of the show. How would you handle this situation politely?
Hi, friend. I know you are also attending a live performance, but I need to tell you that you are talking a bit loud with your friends, and that's actually disrupting my enjoyment of watching the show. I hope you can understand my situation, and if possible, if you can lower down your voice a bit so that we both can enjoy our day, and it would be beneficial for both of us to have this situation because we don't want to ruin each other's. And I hope you will be able to understand and cooperate with me. Let me know if there is any concerns. Thank you for your listening.
What is the rate of doing work or using energy called?
Force, force, friction, force. Rate of doing work.
What is the term for the number of waves that pass a point in 1 second?
Frequency, frequency.
What is the layer of gases surrounding the Earth called?
Atmosphere, atmosphere.
Which U.S. state is known as the Sunshine State?
Florida, Florida.
What is the land of Europe and Asia together called?
Eurasia, 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 Eurasia.
Which country is both a continent and a country?
Australia, 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 Australia. claim and I can directly pick you up from your hotel for the same ceremony. Lastly, I have organized a city trip on the weekend to explore the local markets. I hope you will enjoy it. I will look forward to your response and hope to see you soon. The locality most promoted. The local authority. The writing environment. Local language I wanted to. I am a student of your local language school and wanted to make some suggestions in order to make foreign language learning more popular. Firstly, language festival can be organized as it can help to build community and then more secondly our local celebrity local can do wonders, can enhance, can marketing of the language and lastly learning process can give an opportunity to improve the learning given opportunity to any process can give an opportunity to can give more opportunity to improve the learning experience. Any person can give more opportunity to improve the learning experience. Have to build community and bring more interaction. Hope these suggestions would improve the learning and positive impact. I hope these suggestions would impact on overlook. I am a student of overlook and I wanted to make subjects and I wanted to make language learning of outly language concept. Lastly, one question give more opportunity to learn experience. I hope these suggestions would impact would make and positive impact would bring 20 people at your we are going to celebrate my friend's birthday. I wanted to make sure no challenges. As we are going to celebrate my friend's birthday, I wanted to make sure there are no challenges with the booking. The birthday celebration would start at 7 p.m. on Friday. There we are expecting around 50 people. Around 50 people. 50. And it. Let us know if lastly would like your confirmation on would like know the information on parking as well, considering we have to know the information on parking as well. Parking arrangements. To know the information on parking arrangements as well. I would like to make a at your ask. Yes, we are going to say I wanted to mention the celebration. The celebration was started and we are expecting around 50 people to attend it. I would like to know the information on parking arrangements as well. Let me know if there are any Let me know if you need more details about it. I will look forward to your response. If you need more details about it, and I will look forward to your confirmation. Looking and response. Okay, confirmation. Please if you need any additional details, and I will and on booking and your response. Dear restaurant manager, birthday party booking. Restaurant manager. I hope this message finds you well. To begin with, I would like to make a group booking for 20 people at your Oscar's Kitchen restaurant, as we are going to celebrate I wanted to make sure there are no challenges with the booking. The birthday celebration would start at 7 p.m. on Friday, and we are accepting lastly, I would like to know that फास्ट करना पड़ेगा थोड़ा सा. Every day millions of lights and computers are left on in deserted offices, apartments and houses. Millions of lights and computers are left on in deserted offices, apartments. I'm not going to say that simply switching them off would cut Cloud Day monitor celebrated figuring visiting Mount for its beautiful water legends of me. Dive and click with that. Use of condition is the series of and kilometers of the day, minutes, paintings, dash more. Then finally to work out and capture fleeting directly. Dash this. Instead information like wallet info like manually available portable print tubes to work out tasks and capture fleeting effects directly on the scene. And capture fleeting the effects directly on the scene. Add this. It is initially derived here. That implements without influencing connection with dash more content. There influencing some connection with their black hole is an astronomical object with a gravitational pull so powerful. Black holes from dash massive stars collapse and form hot massive stars. This collapse surrounding the singularity is the boundary past which no matter how information can escape from the supermassive black holes likely dash at the center of make exist at the moment even this simple NASA is indicated the pattern of the running close of its formation into its formation. Understanding more about black holes, dash shed lies. Shed light. And offering the the final aspect of education is true. Need to realize the process of learning. There are serious problems in addressing students. The study notes and guides enter the assumption recognize the students' difficulties and overcome them. There are no alternatives. Despite all mention, there is still no acceptable alternative to examination. Whether at the end of term or the year at the end of school or the fully practical way of learning examination by the examination. Supplemented with necessary factors into most unfortunate purpose of learning passing and examining the model subject. You need to engage on the unethical nature of these particular from the student's point of view. The only practical which of the following books of travel can be supported from the text? Books. About books of travel. There are two books of travel are all of kinds, from the dry records and libraries satisfaction to the travel. Explorers see what type of man has not written a book of travel. If there are others allowed, there are not many. So there is the same that the people of Jesus. You have to learn about persons who are not ready to go about the travel. These materials the books that are not
Hello everyone. Well, thank you so much for coming to help with cleaning the park. I really appreciate you taking your time out of your busy schedules to be here. So, today's cleanup will be divided into 3 different tasks, and we will be having 3 different teams for these tasks. The first task is picking up the trash, which is laying around, so this will be headed by our friend Michael. So, if you want to be a part of that job, you can go and join Michael. The one who is standing by the tree in the second task is removing the plants that do not belong here. So, we have a few pictures of the plants that do not belong here, and maybe because they are not supposed to be here, or they will harm the environment, so this team will be headed by Karen. So, if you want to do that, you can join Karen, and the last task will be to paint and repaint the tables and chairs in the park and make them look good, and this one will be headed by me. So, if you like to do this, you can join my team, and then we'll start with the cleanup.
Diamonds, an occasional component of rare igneous rocks called lamproites and kimberlites, have never been dated satisfactorily. However, some diamonds contain minute inclusions of silicate minerals, commonly olivine, pyroxene, and garnet. These minerals can be dated by radioactive decay techniques because of the very small quantities of radioactive trace elements they, in turn, contain. Usually, it is possible to conclude that the inclusions are older than their diamond hosts, but with little indication of the time interval involved. Sometimes, however, the crystal form of the silicate inclusions is observed to resemble more closely the internal structure of diamond than that of other silicate minerals. It is not known how rare this resemblance is, or whether it is most often seen in inclusions of silicates such as garnet, whose crystallography is generally somewhat similar to that of the diamond, but when present, the resemblance is regarded as compelling evidence that the diamonds and inclusions are truly congeneric.
As with all human behaviour, there are numerous reasons for it, but often it's caused by someone who feels the need to show their superiority over someone else, in order to feel that they aren't at the lowest level in a hierarchy or a group of people. In some cases, one person simply dislikes the other, on the basis that the personality of one is in some way incompatible with that of the other person.
We don't have any databases on this sort of information. As well as that, these records of sound levels take no account of the fact that people vary in their perceptions of noise. So someone like me with years of working in acoustics might be very different from you in that regard. But anyway, even though these noise maps are fairly crude, they've been useful in providing information and raising awareness that noise matters. We need to deal with it, and so it's a political matter. And that's important. We need rules and regulations because noise can cause all sorts of problems. Those of you who are city dwellers know that things go on 24 hours a day.
One of the drawbacks of staying with the same organization is that the person may get stuck doing the same job year after year. In some cases, this can lead to boredom and disillusionment. Moving from one organization to another can be a strategic decision in order to have variety and acquire a range of skills and experience. The person may be incredibly knowledgeable in a range of fields by working in different organizations.
Okay class, today we will talk about Roman doctors at the beginning of the 1st century. As we noted in our previous class, there was a 15-year-long war after Julius Caesar was assassinated. The war was severe. The number of injured was so many. There were so many that it became one of the top priorities of the new emperor to give medical care to those in need. It was around this time that the new emperor, Augustus, started thinking about upgrading the status of doctors. He realized that medical care was key to the empire and especially an army. In order to improve the medical system, he needed better doctors. So he started making the profession look more enticing. All army doctors were entitled to attend the new army medical school and were given dignified titles, land grants, and special retirement benefits. Before this, doctors had a fairly low status.
Now, we all know something about pirates. As a child, we learn about pirates at school. We dress up as pirates. Countless books, films, and TV series have been made about the lives of pirates. But in this episode, we are going to go a little deeper. We'll talk about the different types of pirates. Who actually were these pirates? Why did they become pirates? What was life as a pirate actually like? What was it like to be attacked by pirates? Why pirates were the early masters of the power of
Why pirates were early masters of power?
Do you know what happens during a heart attack? The plaque, which has been accumulating for many years, obstructs the blood flow. You may notice it initially because coronary arteries expand to help in the blood flow. If the plaque in your coronary arteries gets ruptured, its fatty portion becomes exposed. Blood clot happens because platelets rush to plaque. The same process when we have a cut on our body. There is an obstruction in the blood flow, which leads to the blood clot. The heart does not receive oxygen-rich blood flow, and the brain receives a signal about what's going on. You sweat, heart rate increases, and you feel weak. Our body starts to ache. There is an immense chest pain, which slowly crawls to other parts of the body. Heart patients have told the pain is like your heart is crushed between clamps.
Hi, great to see you. I'm Jodie, and I'll be looking after both of you for the first month you're working here at the Amersham Theatre. I'll tell you something about the theatre now, then take you to meet two of the other staff. It's an old building, and it's been modernised several times. In fact, as you can see, we're carrying out a major refurbishment at the moment. The interior has just been repainted, and we're about to start on the exterior of the building. That'll be a big job. The work's running over budget, so we've had to postpone installing an elevator. I hope you're happy running up and down stairs. When the theatre was built, people were generally slimmer and shorter than now, and the seats were very close together. We've replaced them with larger seats, with more legroom. This means fewer seats in total, but we've taken the opportunity to install seats that can easily be moved to create different acting spaces. We've also turned a few storerooms over to other purposes, like using them for meetings.
Surgeons call them never events because they're supposed to never happen. Things like leaving a piece of equipment in someone or removing the wrong body part. But despite major efforts to reduce medical errors, these never events still occur more than 4,000 times each year in the U.S. That finding is in the journal Surgery. Researchers sifted through thousands of malpractice claims. They found surgeons leave a foreign object inside at least 39 patients each week, and wrong procedures or incorrect site surgeries each occur 20 or more times per week. Such incidents are obviously preventable.
When it comes to muscles, bigger isn't necessarily better. Tiny fibers called bistles enable mussels, the shellfish kind, to anchor themselves to coastlines despite crashing ocean waves. But new research shows that the attachment fibers weaken in warm water. A temperature rise of 15 degrees Fahrenheit lessens fiber strength by 60%, possibly causing them to fail completely. As climate change raises ocean temperatures, mussels may be forced to cooler waters. Emily Carrington of the University of Washington presented the research at the meeting of the American Association for the Advancement of Science in Boston.
Researchers have dissected mussel beds and found, I think, upwards of 100 different species. So if the mussels go, it really changes that community. We also eat mussels, and so there's applications in aquaculture. The way they grow mussels is the mussels have to remain attached to their ropes on their long lines. So if the mussels fall off before the farmers return to reap their harvest, then they've lost a lot of money.
Successful academic results often rely on effective studying methods.
Successful academic results often rely on successful study methods.
These factors are also linked to numerous deaths of sea creatures.
A summer conference on academic web research is scheduled here next.
The author expressed an idea that modern readers inevitably cannot accept.
The given image is a line graph showing us the monthly online course enrollment. On the horizontal x-axis we have various months listed from January to December. On the vertical y-axis we have number of learners ranging from 1000 to 4500. We can see from January to June there has been upwards and downwards movement in terms of number of learners, and this trend goes on from June to September, and then again there is a sharp rise and fall. Overall, this graph provides the information of online course enrollments, and there is a fluctuation over the months clearly. Force, friction, force.
What is the rate of doing work or using energy called?
Power. Air filters are a vital part of the engine and help keep it running smoothly. A clogged air filter can be the cause of many problems with the car, including decreased gas mileage and increased emissions. Air filters protect the engine by capturing dirt particles that may enter through the air intake. Air filters are a vital part of the engine and help keep it running smoothly. A clogged air filter can be the cause of many problems with the car, including decreased gas mileage and increased emissions. Air filters protect the engine by capturing dirt particles that may enter through the air intake. The COVID-19 pandemic created an enormous level of stress on a global scale, leading to elevated levels of anxiety, depression, and other mental illnesses. Along with this was a disruption and challenges in the delivery of mental health services that were traditionally provided in the office.
The artist used an apartment as his unique studio space.
The artist used his apartment as his unique studio space. The artist used his apartment as his unique studio space. The artist used an apartment as his unique studio space.
Most individuals experience feelings of loneliness at some point in life.
Most individuals express feelings of individualness. Most individuals feel feelings of loneliness at some point in life. Most individuals express feelings of individualness. Most individuals feel feelings of loneliness at some point in life. Most individuals experience loneliness at some point in life. Experience feelings. Most individuals experience feelings of loneliness at some point in life. Many fast foods contain an excess amount of added sugar content.
Many fast foods contain an excessive amount of added sugar content.
Many fast foods contain an excessive amount of added sugar content.